Hi everybody, Mom Forever here, and sorry it has been so long since I came back on. I'm sitting in my office right now and I'm on my lunch break, so I hurried up and ate my food and shut my door to my office, so hopefully I won't have any interruptions, but I can't promise anything. But I'm finally coming back to do the giveaway. I had 4 people that participated, so thank you very much to the 4 of you that participated. I'll show you your names in a minute, and wanted to just apologize for this taking a little bit longer. Callie has been suffering from a pretty nasty virus. She's got really almost flu-like symptoms, but the doctor didn't classify it as an infection or anything. She classified it as viral. So she's doing some, at-home remedies, and she was out of school for, well, she came home early Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday I stayed home with her, and I was going to try and do the giveaway from home, but I was just kind of running around for her, and we went to the doctor and had to go out and get some things for her, like Gatorade, and we needed some more medicine, and it's just stuff like that, like, things that you have to do when your children are sick. So, the questions that were on the giveaway, I will go over them now. Question number 1 was, what is my favorite movie, and which family member did I share that movie with? My favorite movie is Gone with the Wind, and if I pick you guys up for just a second, you will see that I have some memorabilia on my wall up there of Clark Gable and Vivian Leigh. So, I even have some things in my office that say about that movie, and I shared that with my grandmother. So, my grandmother was a very special person to me, and I'd give anything to hang out with her again. She was a really special lady, as most grandparents are. She taught me how to cook, and she taught me how to do a lot of things that, I didn't get the opportunity to learn otherwise, because my mother had divorced my dad right when I was getting ready to hit puberty. So it was kind of a hard time for me, and I was a very rebellious teenager. But my grandmother kind of helped keep me in line a little bit, because my dad couldn't handle me so much, but my grandmother, she was good. So so number 2, which holiday do I get excited about the most, and why? Well, Halloween, of course, is hands down my favorite holiday. It's not because of the satanicness behind the holiday. It's really all about the dressing up and just being creative and getting out there and having fun. And to me, that is just really joyous. I like the scary aspect of it too, because, we turn our house into like a haunted room for the kids to come and visit. So that's a lot of fun for me. So question number 3 is, what is my favorite color? Red is my favorite color. I should have wore red today, but I didn't. That has always been my favorite color ever since I can remember, and still my favorite color to this day. How young am I? Well, if you did the math correctly, I am 41 years young. That is what I am. So, congrats if you got that right. What flower do I love? I've said this many times. Roses are my favorite flower. I love the smell of them. I love the look of them. And they're just something that is really, really an awesome. They have the whole package, They got the fragrance, the look, the feel, all of it. Except for those thorns, you gotta watch out for them. I'd have to say my second favorite flower, which I know was not on the questionnaire, is probably pansies. I think they're called pansies. My grandmother had those too. Like, see, a lot of things tie back to my grandmother when it comes to me and growing up and stuff. She had her entire, she had like a little garden, and she lined those with pansies and marigolds. Marigolds I'm not a fan of, but the pansies I always thought, or violas I think they're called too. Like, there's a smaller version that are tiny little flowers, and then there's the bigger ones. So yeah, I love those too. But anyway, question number 6. Growing up, was I a mommy's or daddy's girl? I was a daddy's girl. I didn't like the traditional, like, keeping house and doing all those things that traditionally women tend to get stuck doing. I was more outdoorsy and like to get dirty and get into the mud, and my dad was a carpenter, so I always went with him to jobs, and I was always like the best little helper, you know, for that. The only thing I liked about being female was babies. I did enjoy dolls all my life, and still do, obviously, right? So, but yeah, as time went on, I became more of the motherly figure, so my mom and I have now a closer relationship than my dad and I do. It's because he says churri. I'm just kidding. Okay, we won't go there again, right? Okay, number 7, this is the last question, and which television show do I like the most? And currently, that is Game of Thrones. That is just, I am very into medieval type things, you know, kings and queens, and just that horrible time for women to be alive in those eras, right? But I love the, you know, the sword fights and the dragons and just everything about that show. It's very graphic and very intense, and it's just awesome. It has not swayed my attention span whatsoever. It's as good now as it was from the beginning. So I can't say that about The Walking Dead these days. Like, The Walking Dead is still a good show, but I feel it's losing a lot, and I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Like, you know, I think a lot of people are feeling it should end altogether. I don't know that I would go that far, but it does need some spice, I think. So what I have done, I was going to make this all fancy and computerized, but I only have 4 people. So what I've done is I put you all on a piece of paper. See the paper? So I have Springtime Creations Nursery, Kimberly's Cocoon, Holly Church, and In the Sparrow's Nest. So those are the ones I have, and I'm going to put them in this huge container that we use here at work for another thing. So I will fold them up and put them in this container. Drop them in there. And it's a big container. It is a gallon-size pickle jar, but it's plastic instead of glass. And my boss brought it in. She has a farm, and okay, I think she said pickles were in it. So we use it to, we set it out at our desk and get coins for caring. It's called Coins for Caring, and it's a competition, a friendly competition. We raise money for a good cause. So I think you can see them in there, right? I'm going to swirl this around and do all this fun stuff, right? And then I will reach in here. I can't tell which one I'm getting, obviously. I'll stare at you guys the whole time. How about that? As I mix these around. And let me grab one. Who do we got here? Oh, look! Jenny, you are our winner. Springtime Creations Nursery. So Jenny, I already have your email address. I will contact you and tell you that you've won. and get your PayPal information, and you are now going to have $40 coming your way. I decided to do one winner because there wasn't very many participants, so congratulations, Jenny. And I know you'll respond to me because everyone that participated I know are good responders, because you ladies just are. So thank you all very much for helping and for being a part of the giveaway. I'll try to do more in the future. I need to do more. I feel like I don't do very many of those. It's kind of a challenge for me to work on these types of giveaways all the time, but I'll try to get better at it in the future. But thank you so much for everyone that participated, and thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.